Hi, and welcome to Hello Meets Namaste. What is puja? Why do we do puja? How do we do puja? What if I don't want to do puja? These are some of the questions that are in minds of young people. And when Samarth asked me this question, Papa, why do we do puja? I thought, let us ask this question to someone who is very good at explaining these concepts to kids. Today, we'll go and talk to Pandit Sameer Vyas. He is a very known figure in Sydney, Australia, has been serving as a priest for past 20 years. He has also coached and taught kids in schools in New South Wales curriculum as part of Hindi scriptures. And we found his explanations to be very relatable in our modern day world. So let's go and ask Pandit Sameer Vyas ji what is puja and get his view on it. Namaskar, Pandit ji. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we wanted to talk to you about a very basic question that keeps on coming in every conversation, especially with the young generation. My son Samarth is here as well. What is puja? Why do we do puja? We wanted to know more from you and your perspective. How can we explain the young generation? What is the significance? What is puja?
Right. So first of all, Samarth, thank you for raising this question. As I understand, what is the meaning of puja? That's the main question, right? Am I right? Yeah. So before I give you an answer, I want you to give me the answer as per your understanding. What is puja?
Well, puja is doing artis and sitting down for about an hour and doing rituals with bronze or like fake gold statues.
Very nice. So yes, this is a small part of puja. Puja itself is a very broad way, but at your age, yes, it is the maximum you can understand. Puja, it means offering your prayer through doing namaskar, doing artis and prayer. Yes, that's the main puja. So puja, the meaning as I want to tell you is, it's very simple meaning. Just to experience the gratitude in your heart and say thank you to the universe in that whatever form is your best form, you believe in him and you just worship to him. That is the puja. Hope you got the answer. Yes.
So, Panditji, for a young person, puja is saying thank you or feeling gratitude towards universe. What if they don't want to do puja? Is there any harm for not doing puja?
Right. So as Saurabh Bhaiya said, is there anything like it's harm not to do puja? So if I tell you to go beyond 50 years or 100 years, yes, that was the concept. If you don't do puja, it's harmful. Now science is improving and people are understanding through the science the mental wellness. It's one of the very important part of human life and which can come through the prayers when you connect with the divine energy. So is there, as I understand your question is there something harm if we don't do puja? The answer is, in Hinduism, there is nothing, it's very hardcore rule. But yes, it's very helpful. I'll give you a small example for you, Samarth, you understand? When you go outside in sunlight area and you have only 1 hour to enjoy with your friends and your mama said, Samarth, you have 1 hour. And mama said, why don't you spend 10 minutes to apply the sunscreen on your body? That time Samarth said, Mama, I don't want to spend 10 minutes because I don't want to waste 10 minutes. And option 1, without sunscreen, without hat, if you're playing 1 hour, Within a 20 minutes, you will reduce your energy because your skin start burning. But if you invest 10 minutes, then remaining 40 minutes, it becomes so enjoyable for you. Puja is nowadays, it's not just like you are wasting a time. It's very important. So the same question you can ask, is there harm not to apply a sunscreen and go in the sun? And the answer is yes. Because current time, there are a lot of challenges in it nowadays. So puja plays a very important role for any challenges comes to your life, and it's easier for you to become calm and connect your energy through the universe.
So puja is a natural stress buster.
Correct. That's the right answer. Stress buster. Perfect.
And also, this came to my mind. Puja is your spiritual sunscreen.
Correct.
It protects you.
But it's sometime you may not find it so enjoyable. It's like COVID vaccination. It's not enjoyable. No one likes to get injected, but it is a part of life. When you do it, so you are sure that all the virus is outside, especially the COVID, you're protected with that. So you're ready for the pain for 10 seconds or 20 seconds or maybe for 24 hours. It will help you to become a more protected. So yes, it's a spiritual sunscreen, it's a spiritual vaccine, it's a spiritual sanitizing. You can tell in nowadays, but it's very important role. Yes.
Thank you, Panditji. That makes a lot of sense to me as well.
Mhm.
And this particular example that you gave is a really good example or a way to explain what is puja, what is. I also wanted to ask you, is there any do's and don'ts of puja? For example, when we start doing puja, when we start teaching kids, we say, don't do it this way, don't use your left hand. Puja would also have some rituals and some guidelines of do's and don'ts. So, if you can explain on that.
Yeah. So Samarth, in our culture, we call it the Achar Samhita. Do's and don'ts. It's very important. Whenever you understand the Achara, it's very important. There are few basic rules. I'll tell you some of them. It's such a big question, and there are a lot of answers needs to be addressed. But first important, purity. Like when you do prayer, our body should be in that cleanliness, hygiene. Another rules is to use your right hand. Yes, we believe to worship through right hand.
What if you're left-handed?
So left hand we don't use for the puja.
Because people call your right hand your like Siddha hat, which means the
Right hand.
correct hand. But if you're left-handed, then you still have to use your right hand because you may be more uncoordinated.
Correct. So when you use your right hand, it's very important to understand the science behind it. So right hand, when you move constantly, your left brain becomes active. And when you use your left hand more, then your right brain actives. According to Ayurveda, our nadi it means the procedure of the brain. We have two brains. One brain, left side, it's handling the right portion, and a right brain handling the left portion. When you're using right hand more and more and more, and you're not using your left hand, you're activating your left brain. When you're activating your left brain, according to neuroscience, it will gives you more oxygen, more refreshment, more calmness, more meditative attitude, focusing attitude. The more and more you use the right hand, the more and more left brain actives, and it will connect. Easily you can connect to the God, you become more calm. The right, if you're using the left hand more and more, then your right brain becomes anxious. So this right brain, according to neuroscience, sometimes the right brain activation, it's not good. It will make you feel lazy, sleepy, sometimes angry, because that's a department of left brain. We call it tamoguna, and sattva guna lives in your left brain. It's very important to use the right hand and right hand. That is it called as a Siddha Hat, the right hand, to do the puja. Makes
So
sense?
that's why we entered our new house with our right feet first.
Correct.
So it wouldn't be lazy and um clean household, like being very
Correct.
neat and tidy.
Correct. That makes sense, right? So when you use your right hand, right feet, that will active your left brain. That's the main purpose. It's a deep science. But we follow without asking question because we know that there is something very important rules out of it. Very good question.
We do puja for every new thing,
Mhm.
new house, marriage is a new relationship. Even if we buy a laptop, we put it in front of our puja room before opening it. Is there a significance of doing puja for every new beginning?
Correct. So Samarth, if you remember, you have a sister, right?
Yeah.
When she newly born, we go through the vaccination because she's newly born. When she had that vaccination, she is completely protected. When you was young, everything in young, even in science, there are some rules to follow. In spiritual science, when you purchase something, when you connect that things with the God, that becomes a prasad. Prasad, it means offering things. So it will reduce our ego and it holding ego on us. As an example, Samarth has a new iPad. When you put it in front of God and said, God, please accept that time the first message comes through your brain is this laptop's owner. It's not you. You are transferring the ownership to the God. You are just using it, but you are not become owner. And if you are not owner, and if your sister come to you, Bhaiya, please can I play with your iPad? And you said, I am not a owner. God is owner. It's free now. Feel free to use it. There is no chance of fight. But if you become owner, how dare you to touch my iPad? Even if I'm not using, you are not allowed to touch. The more and more you become ownership, the more and more chances of fight. That's the secret behind the offering anything to the God. When you're offering car, you're offering your iPad, even school award, everything goes to God. That will makes us more humble and becomes connected with the divine light of God.
I guess that's how sharing is caring was developed.
Correct. Sharing is caring. Well developed.
Panditji's, another question that keeps on coming is, what is the role of Panditji in doing puja? Can we do it at home by ourselves? We need Panditji for doing puja. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Correct. So yes, there is always a role of teacher. It's very important to understand, make you more understand. You don't need Panditji for your daily worship because it's your day-to-day task. But when we do a special puja like housewarming ceremony or new car ceremony, that time we definitely need someone to guide us. Even Panditji wants to do puja, they needs to have a Panditji. As an example, if Samarth, I want you to do tiggle for yourself, you can't do it for yourself because tiggling yourself, it's not doesn't make that happen. But if I do it tiggling to you, then you feel, oh, I feel it. Means your happiness, your smile, which is inside you, it won't come outside of you without if someone touches you. So that magic touch or spiritual touch needs to be done through the priest. So that's the main role, you can say. And another role in our Hindu culture, Panditji plays a role of prayer, the teacher. And normally they come from the bloodline or they come from that particular family teaching and preaching. It's a kind of, you can say, a modem where you can connect through the universe. You can catch the Wi-Fi through him. So that's how they train, how to create the vibrations during the puja. So anyone feel had the love in the life, in the mind during the prayer, they can easily catch. So that's a role. But end of the day, main role of Panditji is to make connection of the devotee and God. That's the main purpose of the
Very nicely explained that Panditji is modem. That it's
Pandit.
actually connecting or passing on the signal of Wi-Fi, of spiritual signals.
You gave me two questions. Firstly, if there's the Panditji and the adults, which the Panditji conducts the puja like a conductor in a band or orchestra, and the parents or grandparents, for example, do the actual puja, what is the role of kids? And do you have any tips on a quick 5-minute puja for families busy like my own?
Right, as I understand, Samarth, you have a two question. Question one, during a long puja, when Panditji come to your house and you are sitting for the prayer, what is the role of kids? I will tell, and not through you, I can tell to all the listeners, it's very important question. The role of kids are very important because in adult, connection of God maybe not very sharp because we have a lot of stress and a lot of other things, but for the kids, a very pure heart. So your duty, if you are doing any prayer, is to respect the prayer, try to be calm down and listen to the chanting. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, because most of the prayer it's in Sanskrit, but still you try to connect with the particular energy. So when you're meditation and listening the prayer, even it doesn't make any sense to you, still by sitting there, if you are not doing anything, like your daddy is driving a car, you're sitting in the chair, you're not doing anything. But if you stay on the sofa in your house, then you'll not be able to come and reach anywhere. Equally, adults are performing puja. You're sitting there and you're not doing anything, but it's very important for you to be sit there. The God says in scripture, a family eats together and pray together. So that's your first question. Another question, any suggestion for daily 5-minute prayer? So child, the kids, whatever your age is, just say, how old you are?
11.
11. So Samarth, 11 minutes of prayer every day, it's recommended for you. If I am a 43-year-old, for me 43 minutes. So I'm sitting in front of God and just closing my eyes and do meditation. So I strongly recommend for you 11 minutes meditation with the chanting of name and 11 minutes physical work for you. If I am a 40-year-old, 40-minute meditation, 40-minute spiritual practice, and 40-minute hard work for my body. So mind and body. Is it make sense to you? So for you, it's not 5 minutes. How many minutes you need to do every day?
11.
Up to you. You can choose maybe Hanuman Chalisa singing. You may choose to do meditation. You may choose to do anything as you like. But 11 minutes practice, it's compulsory for you.
And for my 11 minutes or anyone else's certain amount of time, would morning be the best time?
Correct. So timing for the worship. So morning is always recommended, right? But it doesn't mean that if you skip it in the morning, then you skip in the evening time. No, we recommend at least anywhere, anytime, you should spend that minute. And as your father asked the question, like what is the best way to spend that 11 minutes? Nowadays, after scrolling unless endless reels and that all people's mind are not focusing, we strongly recommend first of all to do meditation. If your mind is not able to stable for a certain amount of minutes, you should improve through the mantra, chanting of name of God. But yes, it's very recommended. At least few minutes meditation. It's not only for young people, for adults. Do you have in your school like they are telling you the mental wellness or something meditation class? No, most of the school nowadays even they are doing the experiments on it. The more and more they do a meditation, they try to involve that in study even. And nowadays in corporates even, they also try to encourage people for benefits of meditation. It's a beautiful gift of Hinduism. When you do the meditation, that's what I can say. Dhyana and Nama Japa. Nam, it means chanting the name of God. That's what even Baba said. Yeah.
You mentioned meditation is a way to do things. I would really want to know easiest way of doing meditation for a person who has not done meditation. How can they meditate? What can they do?
Right. So for meditation, we recommend it. So just observing your breathing in initial stage. There are so many things which we can do it in meditation. But the easiest way, if you can perform small amount of pranayama, like breathing exercise. If you are adult, for the young people, you don't need to do pranayama even. You just deep breath in, deep breath out, and observing your breathing cycle, natural breathing cycle, it will calm your mind down and you can come in present. That's the important thing. Listening sounds surrounding you, just listening the sound of your breathing, and try to focus more in meditation. Slowly, slowly, Baba said in scripture, Dhyan, Dhyata, Evam Dhyay, that three becomes one. So there is no me and God after that. It all becomes one when we do more and more meditation. But just breathing, it's very important. When you just observing your breathing, that's what I can recommend. So you can just do the meditation. Yeah.
Thank you, Panditji. One last question on behalf of Samarth, an 11-year-old kid. If they are in school and they get asked by their friends who are Aussie friends, probably, what is puja? Why do you do puja? How can they explain them in one single sentence because they don't have enough time to explain the whole ritual that we do? In one line, how can they explain what is puja to their friends?
So you can ask and to your to friends, do you have dojo points in your school? Right. So puja is a dojo point. Make it very simple. We call in our culture as a karma. So we have a certain karma. Karma, that word is now even available in dictionary. You can tell to the people, like giving food for the people. Example, 1 dojo points. Giving water to the people, 1 dojo points. Doing puja, it's like 100 dojo points. 1 ball in cricket, you can score 1 run, you can score 2 run, or you can make a 6 out of it. So puja, it's like you are making a 6 out of it. So whatever time, whatever karmas you are doing, the best karma in human life is doing puja. That you can say. To have more good karma, it gives you good life. Bad karma, it gives you bad life. That is what the our scriptures say. Make sense? It's dojo points. Okay.
Or spiritual dojo points.
Spiritual dojo point.
Thank you, Panditji, for your very nice explanations and deep conversations we had. It was a really eye-opening experience. Hope the audience and the kids got something out from today. Pranam.
Namaste.
So, friends, I hope you got some value out of this conversation today. And it would be easier for anyone to explain what is puja, why do we do puja. Let's meet in the next episode with a new topic, with a new tradition. Until then, like, share, and subscribe this channel, and let's keep the Hello Meets Namaste alive. Want a puja without the stress and all the convenience at your doorstep? Call Organize My Puja. One stop solution for all puja related needs. We take care of everything from finding Panditji, arranging puja samagri, providing puja essentials, setup, decorations, prasad, and even catering. Check out what families are saying on Google reviews on our end to end services. Let Organize My Puja handle the details so you can enjoy a peaceful and joyful puja. Call Renu on 0403 035 358 to book now.